Howdy YouTube and welcome to not 7 Days to Die, actually. That's just the footage in the background. This is my first Horde night in, well, a long time. Let's just say I'm rusty, and it went interestingly, but more on that later. The main focus of this video is pretty much an update and what happened, where I've been, and how things are going to move forward. First topic of the video, the desk disaster. For 12 years, I owned a tempered glass top desk. Never really worried about it shattering or breaking. I've dropped heavy metal objects on this thing, screwdrivers, wrenches, hell, I even dropped a hammer on it once, and it never did anything. But as it turns out, all you need to do is put too much pressure on a corner, and the whole thing explodes. Which is exactly what happened. The microphone stand that I'm currently using comes with a clamp that screws down and tightens to the desk, whatever object you want to attach it to. I had placed two headphones on top of the microphone stand on the corner of the desk the day before the incident. And, well, I'll let the rest of the video explain what happened. You know, when people say, when you have a bad day at work, stressful day out, doing something, can't get any worse, or you feel like you can't get any worse, or whatever. Well, I had a pretty stressful day at work. Pretty bad day. Nothing too bad, but, it just wasn't fun. It wasn't a good day. I thought, it's fine, I'll just come home, relax. It'll be fine. Well, not anymore. That was my desk. What's left of it is all over the floor in my room and in that box. My computer, thankfully, is okay. It's up here. But my keyboard, my headset is history. Thankfully, my VR headset is okay too, but everything else that was on my desk is pretty much shot. My monitors are scratched to hell. So they have thousands of little pieces of glass all over them. They'll never be cleaned. My mouse is covered in glass and probably has glass pieces inside it now. My other headset that I use for doing VR is now covered and coated in glass. My desk shattered for unknown reasons, and the glass went from there all the way underneath my bed, from that side of the wall all the way to here. So my entire carpet in this area where I usually play VR is covered with glass. If I had a good flashlight, I'd turn the light off and I'd let you see all the glass everywhere, but I don't have a good flashlight. I might do that some other time. I'm not gonna lie, I'm on the verge of breaking down because this is really crappy. I look forward to coming home and just relaxing and playing some video games, but can't do that now. As devastated as I was, thankfully things turned out okay. I didn't lose any of the equipment. In fact, I'm using all of the same stuff now that I was then. Turns out the glass that I thought was on them was pretty much just a few tiny pieces and some dust. But other than that, fine. So the question remained, what should I do now? Well, I'll tell you what I did. I remodeled. I decided it was time to remake my room exactly how I wanted to. And that's exactly what I did. So, first thing we did was rip out all the carpet. This was the day after we ripped all the carpet out because we decided we were also going to redo the walls. Didn't realize how much. Well, I always thought the floors were one piece, but I didn't realize there were multiple pieces. A lot of spots on the walls from, well, pretty much all of my stuff that I had hanging on the walls and where my desk had been sitting for almost 12 years. I decided on a really nice color, too. And here it is. This is the first coat of paint we put on the walls. It looks like a bluish color in the video, but it's more of a light gray. I guess it is kind of a light gray with a bluish hue, if that really makes sense. Honestly, when right after we put that first coat of paint, it made me feel so much better. It just felt like I was doing what I wanted to do, finally getting my room where I wanted it to be. But there's a lot more to it than just this. The next step was the floors, and boy, they really came out nicely. And here we go. Boom. Honestly, the floor it just made me feel again, just like the paint, it made me feel so much better. Just seeing this floor in there, this was going to be a different room. This is going to be the room I wanted to have since we moved into this house almost 15 years ago. And that it just it's good. It's good. I mean, I'm sure there are always some people who's going to tell me that, oh, that's terrible. Why'd you do that? Well, it works for me. That's all I'm going to say. Look at the baseboards. Such a nice job. I got to give credit to the where credit's due. The people that installed it for us, immaculate job. Okay, maybe not quite immaculate because they did plug their tool in through the tape I put over the plug, but it's okay. Nobody's perfect. Anyway, it was time to find a desk, and after some research, I found a good one. That is not a desk, that is my bed. I finally got it put back together. That is also not a desk, those are my blinds. That's a box. That's a bunch of tools and other miscellaneous things. And that is a chair. Well, where's the desk, you might be asking? Well, it's right over here. Boom. I've been wanting a corner desk for a long time. I couldn't find one within my price range, but this one was well worth it. Fazebo is the brand name. Well, well known apparently. I'd never heard of it, but of course I haven't been looking for desks. It is a powered sit stand desk. It raises and lowers. Three settings. Right now it's on setting 1, so I'm going to put on setting 2. It's very quiet. Obviously you can't hear in the video because I've muted the sound, but trust me, it's quiet. 37.4 inches. I can stand with both my elbows sitting on the desk and my hands, as you can see. It can also go a lot higher than that. Also, I apologize for the random focusing of the video. My iPhone is not working correctly, so the random focusing is not me. I apologize. But the maximum height is 47.3 inches. I can rest my arms fully up to my shoulder on this desk. Not that I'll probably ever need to do that, but it's still a cool feature nonetheless. The only downside to this desk, and it is a small downside, is its feet are not exactly sticking to the floor very well. So it will slide and, as you can see, get right up against the wall. And it will scratch the wall if I'm not careful. But other than that, it's a fantastic desk, and I love it. The last thing I got before finishing my room completely was this rug. It's a really nice pattern. I love the colors. It kind of goes well with everything I got in the room. I wanted to go with the rebellion symbol from Star Wars, but boy, those rugs are not cheap. Or at least the one I found wasn't. But that's okay. The final reveal, well, I'll let you see for yourself. And here it is. Now there's only a few things left that I need to take care of. One of them being that chair, another being that nightstand. I would like to paint it to match my bed so it looks a little bit more appropriate for the room, I guess. The main problem I'm having right now is the two stands, well, or the lack of two stands for my monitors. I don't have one for the right monitor, as you can see. Technically, that's a television, but it doesn't matter. And the main stand I'm using for my monitor, it doesn't fit my keyboard. My keyboard won't go underneath it. It's kind of an annoyance to have to pick it up and put it on top of there. But, minor annoyances, minor annoyances. The main issue I'm having right now is that chair. It's just not very comfortable. But anybody who owns those chairs probably knows that. So where do we go from here? Well, I'll tell you. With my desk in my room finally set up, I can record videos again. I can even record videos of retro games. Except for PlayStation games. My PS1 and my PlayStation have a problem, so those are going to have to be fixed, and I'll have to make a video on those, if I can. Other than that, I have a list of games that I'm looking forward to playing and showing on the channel. I have a game called Cold Waters that I've been looking at for a long time. It's a submarine simulator. Should be a lot of fun, but also very hard. I also have a game called Car Mechanic Simulator VR. Well, if you've heard of any of the Car Mechanic Simulator games, this is a VR version. Hopefully it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to trying it, especially on my new Oculus Rift that I just got. Other than that, we still have 7 Days to Die. Alpha 20 is coming out soon, so we're looking forward to that. Also, Battlefield 2042 looks like a lot of fun, especially Battlefield Portal. But more of that will be further down the road, because right now, I need to focus on the stuff that I know how to play. Mainly 7 Days to Die. I have a new series. As you can see, this is first Horde Night, but I have a lot more videos than just this. This Horde Night gets a little spicy. As you can see, it's getting a little crazy right now. But I'm not going to spoil it. Y'all will have to just watch the series to find out how this Horde Night ends. In the meantime, I hope this video was, well, at least informative on where I've been. Everything may have started off as a disaster, but it's definitely ended with a new beginning. And I guess that's all for now. As always, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. If you didn't enjoy the video, well, you still know what to do. Either way, thanks for watching.